Today I'm going to be working on a Toyota 4Runner with what I find to be one of the most annoying lights out there. It is the light for the TPMS system, tire pressure monitoring system. And as you can see, we got a flasher. Now, as of this moment, I have already checked tire pressure. So after checking all the TPMS sensors, which are actually on the back side of your valve, I still had pretty good pressures. The two rears were at 30, the fronts were at about 28, so now they're all at 32. And what some might not realize is that the spare tire underneath the back also has a TPMS sensor on it. Unfortunately for me, that was actually at the correct pressure. So, if your light on the dash is on like that, without it flashing, then most likely you just have one tire that's probably low, maybe two. But when it's flashing, that means that it's got a code. So most likely we're going to find out that this vehicle needs to have one of those TPMS sensors replaced. So now that I've got my scanner hooked up, I will go down to wheel and tire service, tire pressure monitor, oil specs and reset. So we're going to want the tire pressure monitor system. And let's go to codes only. If the tire pressure warning light is on and will not turn off, and there are no trouble codes that are detected, this is an indication that low tire pressure has been detected. Check and inflate the tires to specific inflation. We've already done that. And looks like we have multiple codes for transmitter ID1, transmitter ID3, and transmitter ID4 not received. So we would need to figure out which ones are which we could go to your data display. So right now we're showing tire pressure in 1 at 0, tire pressure in 2 at 36.2, 3 and 4 are also zeros, and 5 is at 35.8. So that tells me that my tire pressure gauge is actually 2 psi off. So I'll have to make a notation on that gauge. But that means that 3, 4, and 1 are going to need to be replaced to fix this vehicle properly. But just out of curiosity, let's try a code clear. Okay, and then let's go ahead and run it through a cycle. As you can see, the light has stopped flashing. And did not come back on and flash. So let's see if codes pop up. Still no codes present. So let's see what we get for a display in the data. Okay, so now you'll notice that the light is off on the dash, but the tire pressure is at 0, 0, 0, 36, and for tire 5 is at 35.8. That being the case, we know that the code is still there, but it probably needs to go through 1, maybe 2 drive cycles before that light's going to pop back on. Now, the way you would actually figure out which tires are your zeros would be to have somebody watch the tire pressure in this one and this one while you slowly let out air out of the tires. That would tell you which of the two are actually still sending a signal. When you do that, they'll actually see that the pressure starts to drop. You can increase the pressure too if you want. It's up to you. As it increases, and as it increases here, decreases and decreases, you'd know that those are the two that you don't have to replace. The other three would need to be replaced. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit that like and subscribe button, and have a wonderful day.